Only true zombie fans know about this Peter Mccain Easter egg found in the exclusive iOS Zombies World at War game. And well, if you don't know, well, now you're gonna know, you know? And to make things more interesting, I'm gonna be using motion controls for this time around, because I never really tried it, so it's kind of fun to give it a shot. So this Easter egg takes place in no other but the best map ever made, Numa, in Zombies history. And you could tell right away that I'm struggling with these damn gyro controls. I'm pretty sure this was Apple's first attempt at making gyro controls, so they were trying their best to show off the feature in any way possible. And no cap, this shit is kind of fun, but it kind of more feels like that I'm playing a racing game rather than a first-person shooter. So it's kind of a hit or miss. I did have a lot of fun trying it out though, but there's no reason for the shit talking because this is kind of like a decade in some old gyro controlling system, so you know. The angles it gives you is kind of odd, but it's actually so much fun to just fuck around and just spin the fuck out of your character whenever you can. But other than that, honestly, I'd rather just be using the joysticks. But let's get into the Peter Mccain Easter egg. So basically, this is the easiest Easter egg of all of Zombies. I'm pretty sure. You could tell me if I'm wrong, but all you have to do is just open up all the areas on the map. And that doesn't even include all the doors, it just means all the areas. So you need to open up the doctor's quarters, fishing hut, comm room, and the storage hut, and you're basically done with the Easter egg. But there's kind of a catch to the end, which we'll obviously get to shortly. I want to talk about these gyro controls a little bit more because, like, you know, it's kind of addicting. Like, it makes the game more, like, intuitive. It makes you, like, move more and shit. So, like, it's fun. It's not that bad. If you haven't tuned in to the last couple Zombies videos that I've made, I've always mentioned in these videos how easy it is to manipulate the spawns, because all you had to really do is just stand next to a window, and that's about it. They'll just spawn right then and there. But in this run specifically, I am trying my best to not manipulate the spawns because it just makes the game, like, so much more lackluster. The point of this video is to show the game and the Easter egg, not to really get a high round. Obviously, if I want to get a high round, I'll stand next to a window, I'll just shoot the fuck out of them. But even when it comes to high rounds, I don't really like doing that either, because it just becomes boring and so, like, it just becomes so repetitive at a point that, like, I just start wanting to do everything else and just start walking around and just, like, saying, oh, does this happen if I do this, or does that happen if I do that? I don't know. I like to move around when I play my video games. I hate standing at one window and just shooting the zombies, and that's that. But let's fast forward a little bit, because this whole section is just me getting the points I need to open up all the doors, which is about like 8,000 points. But in this specific run, not to spoil it or anything, but because I'm using gyro controls, I'm getting my ass smacked so fucking much. So my first thing is to get Juggernog so I can feel safe, be happy, be healthy. So we start off by opening up the comms room first, because why not? Who cares? You know, the Easter egg relies on all the fucking areas being open, so I just chose randomly. Because of my luck, I got so lucky, and this is exactly what I was going for. I definitely got Juggernaut first, and I was like, wow, there we go. Now I'm safe for the rest of the run. Now, after Juggernog, I decided I'm going to go all in. So I went to the fishing hut next, and I just decided, like, you know what? I'm just going to kill the zombies as they're coming at me, and I'm just going to open up all these doors. So we're at the fishing hut, and bam, jiggity, diggity, bam, open that door. Wow. Now, I'm going to sound like a broken record, but there is no specific way on how you got to open these doors. You could go anywhere, all at once. So we're going to the doctor's quarters next. And we're taking this, like, right path because, like, fuck that mud, bro. Fuck that mud. Now, I love Numa, but that fucking mud, bro, it's not that bad on the iOS version. I'll tell you what, it's not that bad on the iOS version, but when you're playing on console, you just don't want to play this map ever again because of the mud. But on the iOS version, the zombies are very slow, so you being that slow is kind of like matching their speed, just like a tiny bit more. But it's not the worst thing in the world. Now, at this point, I kind of ran out of money because I had no ammo on my gun, and I had to use that money to buy ammo for the gun so I could get more points and be more, like, satisfied with myself. I don't know. So, that's what we're doing. We're just grabbing more points just so we could get to the last two fucking doors that we have to open. And why don't you look at that? We get a max ammo right when I bought ammo. That's fucking hilarious, actually. Just my luck, I get a fucking goddamn dog round at the last 2 doors. The thing about dogs in this iOS version of World at War is that they're vicious for some reason. Like, they'll just kill you. They'll deadass body you. It's weird. Every time I've gone to a high round, I've always lost to dogs. I swear to it. I swear to God. But here we are opening the storage room as our last door. And as you can see, all areas unlocked. Now find the grave. Now, at this point, it becomes RNG for the most part. The grave can spawn almost anywhere on the map. But in this specific run, I got lucky and it spawned right next to me. And you can see these dogs right now. I'm getting my ass slammed. Look at this, bro. Like, I almost died right there. Holy shit. Where the fuck is the last dog at? I don't give a fuck, though. I'm about to dig this motherfucker Peter's grave up. Thank you, Peter. Now, on top of the Wonderwaff, you also get your knife replaced with a shovel, which kind of increases the damage by 1.5, but realistically, at this point of the game, you're not going to be using it at all. Now, what does this mean for the zombies lore going forward? Probably nothing. I'm pretty sure IdeaWorks, the developers of this application, just wanted to throw an Easter egg in here and use Peter Mccain as an excuse, and that's how we got this Peter Mccain Easter egg. I'm also not so big on the zombies lore after Black Ops 3, and I know Peter Mccain does show up again at some point in Black Ops 4 or something like that, but I genuinely don't know how this could ever link. Honestly, why would he be in a grave when he's usually hanging off from the ceiling in this map? Either way, let me know down below if you've ever seen this Easter egg ever, if you've played this application ever, and if you want to see more of this fucking exclusive iOS application, let me know now down below. Like, subscribe, and all that. You know how that should go.